Welcome to my YouTube channel Marketing 5.0. Thanks Machan continuously watching my videos and giving your comments, suggestions for improvement. And kindly subscribe and share the videos with your network. As you all know, today we will talk about a video from our new series, Know Your Consumer Behavior. So in this Know Your Consumer, we have seen many videos about know your consumer psyche, know your consumer behavior, and know your consumer involvement. So in this line, today we will discuss about know your consumer buying process. In this, we will discuss a very unique and new model which I developed from our previous models called PATSUP model. So every company's intention to know how a consumer will undergo a process of buying a product or service. So if the company could crack this process and the aspects behind that, they can win the hearts and minds of consumers. So in this video, we will discuss about how this model is being developed and where is the origination of it. So we all know about AIDA model, attention, interest, desire, and action. So where normally the consumer, the buying process will start by paying attention to the advertisements and other aspects or from friends and relatives, the information. So once they get this information and they start paying attention, that lead to interest towards the particular product or services or brands which they get this information or paying attention through several sources. Then it will lead to desire to own that particular product, service, or a brand. And finally, it leads to action, which is a purchase. But off late, what happened? The companies were only focusing on selling the product. After that, they don't bother about what the consumers are looking for. This is what we call the producers market. So they do not want to know whether the consumers are happy, satisfied with the product, the experience. So later, then AIDA is become AIDAS. So attention, interest, desire, action. And what is S here? It's a satisfaction. So the satisfaction is the primary key for the consumers to come back and in order to achieve the loyalty and growth. So knowing the satisfaction of consumers are very important. So that is where the concept of post-purchase behavior has come. So you're not just only selling the product or service, but you're also following up and find out whether the consumers are happy with a particular product or services or how they are reacting. So the AIDAS model. But what is missing in these AIDAS? Why a consumer had to pay an attention? Is it really the consumer will pay attention by actually seeing the advertisements in it's a television or outdoor different medias, or listening to their peer group or reference groups? Then they start developing an interest and desire and action. So which I believe may not be possible, even actually if they are influenced by that, but that particular focus of buying the product and services will not last long. That is where the very important thing is the consumer need to perceive a need. It's very important. So once they perceive a need, there is a strong urge toward going for buying a product or service or brand. So there should be a strong motive or urge which should push the consumer to go ahead to the particular process. So the perceived the need are very important, and the needs normally we know it comes from a problem. So they need to recognize the problem. Once they recognize the problem, then they need to actually identify a solution to give solution to the particular problem. So they perceive the need. So this is where my thought process of actually developing a separate model, which the wholesome and complete, to understand the entire buying process of consumer, we call it as a PATS-OFF model. So today we will talk about this PATS-OFF model in a different stages. So as you see in this the slide, so how a consumer will go through that particular process when they are buying a product. So when you look at this slide, it is very clearly mentioned how a consumer will focus on starting their journey towards buying a product or services. It's a patch of model. So if you see, it starts with the need perception or perceive the need, the stage one. The consumers normally focus on identifying the need for buying any product or services. So which are primarily influenced by problems perceived or peer groups or reference groups. So either it is a social need or a physical need, but the consumer need to perceive the need for acquiring a product or service or brand. So once they perceive the need, then they start actually paying attention for the aspects which will lead to satisfy the particular need or a problem. So mainly induced by the media family, interaction with peers and reference groups. So the consumers will collect this the information. They start paying attention. So suppose you want to buy a car, unless otherwise you identify a need for that, so you will not pay attention. But once you identify the need for buying a car, then you start paying attention to the different advertisements or different sources of information. You may go online and check and offers. So that is where the attention values become more important, and it's become more evident when the consumer perceives the need. So once they start paying attention and consumer are like identifying whether they can go for that particular product, service or a brand, then they move to the stage of a desire creation. So the desire creation is normally influenced by the benefits, comforts and social status of possessing that particular product, service or brand, and also influenced by the easy finance facilities. Nowadays, the payment friendly payment procedures, what we talk about, the companies are offering to consumers. Suppose I want to buy a car, but I don't have money, but there are easy options are available to buy a car. Definitely, my desire will increase. So otherwise, actually, I will just pay only attention. That's all. I will not go to the next stage. So that is where the desire creation is very important. So once I have the desire to go ahead with acquiring a car, then I start looking for different alternatives of the cars, models, brands, companies, alternative search. So I go through a process of collecting information from different sources like media, internet, my friends, relatives. So I actually collect this information. So the consumer go to the stage of actually search for different alternatives. Then once they collect all the alternatives, what they do, they analyze the alternatives. So the analysis of alternative is the primary aspect here, where it is primarily influenced by the budget. So the consumer normally look at the budget. So now definitely if I go in to buy a car, so I normally have a budget in my mind. This is what I can afford. I can stretch maybe 20-30%, but not beyond that. So that is where it's very important. You can see the alternative analysis influenced by the budget now and benefits and financial facilities offered by the company and the brand value and long-term utility of the particular product, especially for the car. So once they analyze everything, and finally what they do a kind of an exercise and final selection of the product. Then they just decide they go for the purchase of a particular car, the product or service. So this is the last stage. So in this stage, again, the final decision is influenced by the price, peer groups, sometimes on the spot offer by the dealers for existing users. So this is where the consumers are finally motivated to make their action, which is purchase. So then once you buy the car or any product or services, what they will do, they go for consuming it, using it. So once they started using, they get actually the performance and benefits and the experience. Then they start actually forming an opinion we call the post-purchase behavior. So if the opinion formation is positive or negative or depends on the outcome, the consumer will become a brand loyalist or evangelist, or they become a kind of a vandalist. They talk bad of the particular product, service, or a company or brand. So this is where you see the consumer go through the entire process of buying a product. We call it as a patch-off model. So how we call it as a patch-off model? The stage one is a need to perceive the need, so we call P. And A for attention value. So they pay attention to buy a product or service or a brand. Then D for a desire creation. So it creates a desire in the minds of consumer. Okay, I can have this particular product and service or a brand. Then once they have a desire, then they start actually search for the alternatives. That is what S. So once they collect all this information, then they analyze the alternatives. So analysis of alternatives we call A, and the purchase, which is action, and finally post-purchase behavior. That is what we call the paths of behavior. P for perceive the need, A for attention value, and D for desire creation, and A for alternative. Search for alternatives, S, and A for analysis of alternatives, and P for the purchase, which is action, and finally another P for the post-purchase behavior. So this is where the consumer go through the entire buying process. You can see it starts from the identifying the problem and the need, which could be a social or physical need. And in this, you see there is very important vantage thing which influences this entire buying process, which is a trust. So how, when you look at the trust as an equation, how this trust can be created? So definitely it's a price. Price is the very important thing. So we all, even though we buy a very expensive product, we all are mindful of how much money we are paying for that. And the promise. So you pay money for the particular product, and the particular product should deliver the promise of what it should be or a service. And it leads to a satisfaction. So that is what the price plus promise plus satisfaction, it leads to a trust. So you can see the equation here. So how a company can build a trust in the minds of consumer. So you should pay value for money and deliver the promise, what you promised to the consumers, and finally satisfy the consumers. So once the company could achieve this, definitely it creates a trust in the minds of consumers. So with this, we see very clearly how a consumer will go through the entire process of buying a product. Through actually, we see a new model called PATS model. So if a company could understand this model, and if the company could influence consumers actually to buy a product, then it is a winner for the company. So it shows very clearly how the consumer exercise a buying process, going through a very a series of model we call PATS model, uh, which has actually P for perceive the need, and A for attention value, and D for desire creation, and S for search for alternatives, and A for analysis of alternatives, and P for purchase, and finally you see the P for post purchase behavior. So once again, thanks much on watching my video from my YouTube channel Marketing 5.0. Please keep watching for new videos, and please subscribe for instant alerts, and please share with your network. Once again, thank you very much.